This channel is proudly sponsored by Evil Genius Games, the publisher of Everyday Heroes, a modern adventures tabletop RPG, compatible with many settings and adventures featuring movies such as Universal Soldier, Highlander, Pacific Rim, just to name a few. Make sure that you use my code for a 10% discount when you make purchases in their website. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released The End of Innocence, a tabletop RPG of nostalgic and supernatural childhood adventures. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well, and make sure that you check out their ongoing contest.
Leave the safety tools behind and plunge into the hellscapes of the modern world.
Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Overgrowth. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this tabletop RPG of badass magical annihilation, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about character creation. A character is made of 3 parts: a background, sorcery school, and their badass. When it comes to the background, every druid was at some point a human. Some event, natural or supernatural, drove them from civilized society and into the wilds, where they communed with the wild gods known as the Vaitir or Ruhin. They studied their profane magics and tapped into the power of the natural world in some way. This is their background and defines the character almost as much as their power. Then we have sorcery. This is what elevates druids above the weak human herds. Sorcery is made up of 4 parts, 1 overlying school and 3 methods. The sorcery school is the facet of nature that a druid taps into. It sets the theme of the druid and should be tied into their background. The sorcery school can be anything found in nature, from frogs to fungus. It can be as broad as wind and as narrow as New York sewer rats. The idea is to choose something that allows you to describe outlandish magic happening around the theme of your school. This flavors your magic and determines what kind of magic you actually do. When it comes to the 4 methods, this represents how a druid directs their magic, and each one will be assigned a numerical value. They are other. This allows you to direct your magic in a way that will affect others, such as buffing, hurting, changing, etc. Then we have self. This is magic that allows you to change yourself, of course, augmenting yourself, changing your form, healing yourself, etc. Environmental is about affecting the world and environment around you. This allows the druid mastery over the natural world. When it comes to external, this magic can be used to create and summon the forces of your sorcery. It's important to note that when creating your character, it is assumed they possess any equipment, weapons, or items they want, within reason. The use of mundane weapons such as guns, knives, etc. would be handled by the badass challenges unless the character has any sorcery that might affect certain items. When it comes to the badass aspect of your character, when it's time to kick down doors, punch in teeth, swim across a swamp, or carry out any action movie type of actions, your character's badass or BA trait will be tested. The strength, agility, skill, health, intelligence, pretty much everything about your character is represented by the badass, a number that ranges from 1 to 9. The higher the number, the more powerful your character is, and more likely to succeed when doing crazy stunts. Your character's badass will change during the course of a game, either through success, failure, or injury. When a character is wounded, poisoned, or otherwise harmed, that damage reduces their badass. So taking damage and failing actions are really bad, as it makes the character weaker and weaker until they die. When their badass reaches 0, they are dead. On the other hand, the more descriptive and crazy you get with your actions, the more likely your power and skills are going to skyrocket. Now, how do you tie all of this together? Begin with the character name at the top of the character sheet. Next, your starting badass score is 2. Then you write down a short description of your sorcery school. It should be something from the natural world, but can be as broad or narrow as you like. Assign each method a number between 1 and 10, but the total sum of all of your methods and your badass factor cannot go higher than your starting points, an amount assigned by your tyrant or game master, usually 10 for starting characters. And that's it. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the badass system. Character creation is very well explained, and there is even a table to determine various patrons and schools. And the badass trait certainly simplifies things further, making this a very easy to play game. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member and enjoying exclusive tabletop RPG tips. You can also use the super thanks button and check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.